Hello, it's Brandy Williams, and I decided that I was going to do a video blog because I have been so awful at actually typing my blog. I was inspired to do this blog last week when I was sitting in the opening plenary session for the National Forum for Black Public Administrators Conference. And NFBPA is an organization for networking and for black public administrators to come together and share best practices. Roland Martin was a speaker last Monday, and he was very good. He was very powerful, I think, because we shared a lot of the same insights in terms of what we should be doing as black public administrators. One of the things that he mentioned is something that I'm going to call getting back to basics. And so as I talk about this, I tell you a little bit about what he said in terms of public administrators. I'll bring this back home for those of us that are in public relations and how this works for us. So Roland Martin, said that we've been sitting around for years talking about the problems in our community. And as public administrators, he said that, it's your job to make the people that are complaining actually take ownership and responsibility for the things that they're complaining about. So they'll pick up the phone and call you and say, hey, you're not doing this, we're not doing this needs to be done. They'll write letters, they'll protest, they'll do anything but get off their butt and do something to affect change in their own communities. So he said, as public administrators, it's our responsibility to make sure that people are doing what they should do. So the next time that you get a call and someone's complaining about something, instead of saying, okay, I'll get right on it, or let me see what I can do, you need to say, what have you done to make a change? And, the way that he says the best way to make a change is not from a macro level, but from a micro level. That means getting back to the basics of grassroots advocacy. And so for PR professionals, the lesson, or the blesson, as this blog is called, blessons, the blesson is that we should be working to take our messages back to the community. It's very labor intensive, but it works. It's one of those things where you get to have real engaging and rich conversations with people. You get to answer questions. You get to learn a little bit about where they're coming from, and learn things that could help you alter your message, or maybe even change your approach to how you're doing it. So long gone are the days where we put together this fancy ad campaign, we distribute it through these various media, and we let that do the talking. Now are the days for us to hit the streets, to take our message to the streets and have one-on-one rich conversations with people. So I'm challenging all of my public administrators and definitely all of my PR people to go back to the basics, to go back to grassroots advocacy, to go back to engaging people one-on-one, and to find creative and strategic ways to get your message directly to the people. So that's Brandy, and I'm logging off. Bye.